Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. As usual, I am your host, Selassie. And transfer deadline is serving more drama, and the front of Ghanaian players, even tasty drama for us. One moment we had Ernest Nuamah going to Fulham from Lyon. Another moment, Fabrizio announced that the deal was not going to go through and it's collapsing. And then we get information that Felix Afena Gyan is making his way to Juventus on loan. It's a crazy transfer window deadline day, but the one making the headlines is Victor Osimhen. Today we're going to talk about the deal for Fulham and Ernest Nuamah. What is the latest on that front? One thing is for sure, he has not signed for Fulham as of yet. As of the time I'm recording this video, he has not signed for Fulham. And Felix Afena Gyan, we'll talk about his road to a form of recovery, a redemption of sorts with his loan move to Juventus. We'll break it all down today. But as usual, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't. Click on that notification bell to get more updates. Some would say, why would these clubs leave it to the final day of the transfer window to get business done? It's anyone's guess, but it's a drama at this point for some of us who have been following the transfer news up until this point. On my other channel, we talked about Victor Osimhen, the man of the moment right now. Osimhen has a choice, or had a choice, between Al Ahly in Saudi and then Chelsea. The issue was about wages, and the issue could not be resolved. Al Ahly have officially signed Ivan Toney, meaning they cannot sign Victor Osimhen. The issue with Victor Osimhen was salary, and he could not reach an agreement with Chelsea. He's earning around 500,000, I think, with Napoli, but Napoli wanted to offload him. The coach of Napoli right now is Antonio Conte, and he doesn't have Victor Osimhen in any of his plans. Well, that's what he said. For someone who won then the league title for the first time in 30 years, you'd think that he could be considered. But they have signed Romelu Lukaku, who Conte wants to work with. So that is that on that front. Now, as things stand, the transfer window has closed. Victor Osimhen could not come to an agreement with Chelsea on where he should stay, and now he's set to stay at Napoli. Al Ahly have also signed Ivan Toney. As I said, they will not need Osimhen for now. So it's Osimhen who will stay at Napoli, where he's not in the plans of the coach, and will be earning a huge sum of money because the contract is a contract. Napoli could not broker the deal well. I think Osimhen as well, salary issues could not be brokered well, and that means that he stays with Napoli as things stand. If anything changes or will change, your guess is as good as mine. On the Ghanaian front as well, we had news that Ernest Nuamah was on his way to Fulham in the Premier League. Now remember, Nuamah was with Nordsjælland, joined Lyon on loan from Molenbeek, and then the move was made permanent at the start of this season before the French Ligue started. Unfortunately, that is not going to be a long-term one. It was a permanent move to Lyon, yes, and the news broke from Fabrizio that Ernest Nuamah was on his way into the Premier League to join the Ghanaian players Kamaldeen Suleiman, Kudus Mohammed. It would have been interesting to see how these guys are going into the Premier League. It would have been 9 Ghanaian players, but an update came on, and it was that the deal is collapsing. As to whether it has finally collapsed, yeah, guess, well, we've not gotten an update on that front yet, but it is not done yet. It's not over the line. Raheem Sterling has joined Arsenal on loan. Jadon Sancho has left Manchester United to Chelsea. It's been a crazy window so far. On the front of another Ghanaian player, it is the situation with Felix Afena Gyan. Burst into the scene for the Ghana national team in 2022. Played for Ghana in our African Cup of Nations qualifiers versus, I think, Madagascar. He scored in that game, and he was a fan favorite. In the game for Ghana versus Nigeria, Felix Afena Gyan was impressive, running the lines, holding on to the ball, drawing tackles. He was amazing, and Coach Otoado was impressed with his contribution in that game. He has not been in action regularly since then, and excused himself from the national team in an interview. The issue is that Felix Afena Gyan unfortunately could not get back to the form that saw him get a call up into the national team squad with AS Roma when he was with Jose Mourinho. It was a great time at the time, but it didn't end well for him. He got into Cremonese, where he stayed throughout the whole of last season and was making just bench appearances. It was not the best of the year for him. But the news from Godfred Akoto Boafo is that he is on loan, going on loan to Juventus. Whether that move is confirmed or not, when it is confirmed, I think he has to grab the bull by the horn and take this opportunity. Very few people get this chance like he is getting right now. Roma, Cremonese, and then to Juventus. Very few people get a running like this. He should exert himself, endear himself, and try his utmost best to put off what he can. It's going to be difficult. It's never easy, but anything worthwhile doesn't come easy. And I think he'll be the first to know that. I think an Nuamah's move almost collapsing, and then with this one coming in, I hope it doesn't collapse as well. I'm hoping that it goes over the line and he does get the green light on the move to Juventus. It's a crazy deadline day transfer. Salis has joined Sunderland on a season-long loan. Yes, he will be with the club for the next year. The medicals were done in France. Yeah, the medicals were done in France. Salis has been a subject of conversation throughout the transfer window as to where he will end up. RC Lens wanted to offload him. Montpellier were in contention, but Sunderland have completed the move. He'll be in the championship next season. But for the Ghanaian contingent, those are the major moves, and we hope that Nuamah's move probably does get some resolution, and also we hope that Felix Afena Gyan does get the loan move done and over the line. Let me know your thoughts in the comments box on the craziness of this transfer window. So we'll talk about Alexander Djiku next, and he was taking off in the 61st minute of his side's weekend game in the Turkish Superliga, but he came and posted this after the game. It looked like he had an injury, but I think it was quite precautionary. Got many people wondering whether he would be out of the Ghana game for the African Cup of Nations qualifiers. He says, "Big character from everyone. Well done, team. Thanks again for your support until the end at Fenerbahce." And yeah, he was great for his side today as well. But it was an injury scare, which I think he looked to calm the rumors down. I think it's just precautionary. He should be ready for the Ghana Black Stars game. Osimhen's wages are outrageous. He'll stay with Napoli. But if you had Victor Osimhen right now, if you could get a phone call and talk to him, what would you have advised him to do? The window is closed now. His options are just one. He's going to stay with Napoli. But what would you have wanted him to do? Let me know your thoughts in the comments box on everything. I'll see you guys in the next one, as and when we get another update. Enjoy the rest of your weekend.